Today's art lesson is coloring an iguana. Iguana starts with the letter I, and I says I. So iguanas can be kind of brown, they can be kind of gray, they can be green. So I have my crayons here in this little box so that I don't lose them. And I'm going to start by coloring the pupil in his eye, and then coloring his body green. Now, one really great thing about artists, because you are an artist now, is that artists use different colors. So yes, you can color your whole iguana green, but today we're going to add some detail. And I talk about detail all the time because details are so important. They are important in coloring, they are important in stories, they are important in writing. So important. So I think that today we are going to add some details. I am going to color the top part of him kind of green, and I'm going to go down here to his tail, and it's just going to be like half of the tail. All right. And no, he's not a chameleon. Chameleons are the ones that change colors. These change colors, but I mean very, very slow. It takes like years as they grow up. Kind of like you. As you are growing, you are changing, but it's a very, very slow change. So now you can either pick your black crayon or you can pick your brown crayon. All right, so I think I'm going to pick my black crayon, and I'm just going to go really lightly so it looks like it's gray from the bottom. Really lightly. And look, I'm not even holding it like I do a pencil, because when you hold it this way, it makes you color darker, and I want to go light. So I am being like an artist, like pretending that I am using a paintbrush almost. And just very, very lightly, when you hold your crayon from the tip, from the end, from the back, it makes it to where you are not applying enough pressure, and it makes it really light. Really great for shading. Now, one thing that you can do after you are done coloring this is, yes, you can practice cutting him out. It might be a little bit challenging because he's so curvy. So cutting in all these spaces is definitely a challenge. I'm gonna go over here and color over the green now, just so the two colors kind of blend together, okay? So that might be a little bit challenging. So I think today we're just going to make this an art. And I want you to visualize. Can you say visualize? Visualize means I want you with your eyes to think, and your head. Visualize this iguana. Where is he? Is he in the rainforest? Is he crossing the street? Is he at the zoo? A lot of people have them as pets. So I want you to think about where your iguana is. I want you to visualize it right now in your head. And I am visualizing mine is on a log, a piece of wood. He's climbing on a log. So I am going to draw a line right here. It's going to go a little bit right over there. There's my log. Mine is on a log. He's taking a rest because he is tired. And he's probably thinking about lunchtime. Now it's a log, and this log has a hole in there. All right? Maybe little raccoons are in there, maybe little insects. So my log has a little hole in there. And I'm going to make that hole dark. So that's why I didn't color inside of it. So here's my log. And coloring. And to make this a little bit more realistic, more real, it's a big word for real, I am going to make like little cracks, little ridges, little edges to our log. Yeah, to make it more real. And maybe there's a little tree branch sticking out of the log right here. just a little one, just a little one, just a little stick. And then we're going to take our black and color the inside of our log. The hole in the log, I should say. All right, because it's dark in there. Wonder who's in there. Some insects. Maybe some yummy insects for the iguana to eat. Now you can't just leave this white, silly. I'm going to take my yellow and add a sun. I love adding suns to all of my illustrations because you're an illustrator. Do you know what the illustrator does? Yep, draws the picture and colors. You are an illustrator. So I love adding suns to my illustration. And then I'm looking for my blue for the sky. Just really lightly, not too dark. Just really lightly going to add some shading in the background. Maybe there's a cloud over here. Yeah, you can definitely illustrate over those words. Makes it seem like your illustration is part of the background. Just really, really cool. Now remember, if you make a mistake, that's okay. We are in kindergarten. There's no such thing as mistakes, just happy little accidents. Add a little bit right there. Oh, you know what? I need to think about the ground. Where is he on the ground? I think I'm gonna grab my black and my brown again. I'm going to use both, but very, very lightly. All right, very, very lightly. Very, very lightly. And then I'm going to take my brown really lightly. So it's kind of like the ground. The ground is always different colors. Next time you go for a walk, even if it's at home, look at the ground. Maybe there's a little bit of like green. Maybe there's like little green right here trying to grow. These are all the little details that make it better. Ooh, maybe there's like a little leaf right there. And maybe like another one on the other side. Okay. Maybe this one has a tiny one. All right, so there you have it. Thanks for joining us. See you next time.